Hello friends, welcome to a more personable video where I get to take a minute and talk to you about different things. This is something I wanted to do for a while, but didn't have a chance, and this video covers why I didn't have a chance. See me, of course, in my glorious office. I actually am having trouble with my webcam at home, so it was not able to, well, wasn't syncing up right. We'll just put it that way. This seems to be working better. Got some time, so I figured I would put something down for you guys. I promised you I'd make a few videos this week where I talk to you, and this is one of them. This video's topic is going to be what happened to me and where did I go for so long when I disappeared for a month. Well, I don't want to make it sound like that, but about the middle of August, well, middle of July, I had to stop making videos. I had an opportunity present itself to me that sounded like it was going to be a good amount of return for not a huge amount of money or a huge amount of time investment, and it seemed like something that was going to be reasonable for me to do, but that wasn't the case, because as with anything that requires you to invest anything of yourself, if you're not 100% committed to it, you're not going to get any return out of it. And as such, pretty much stopped sleeping and doing things like that. It was pretty difficult for me to keep up. So I'm not going to give any details about the opportunity because, unfortunately, I'm not a part of it anymore, but it is still ongoing, and the people who are would probably rather I didn't say what they were doing, mostly because they don't want somebody else to jump in on their territory, and I completely understand that. But basically, I'm going to walk you through a typical day for me as it is on a regular day. I get up at 5:30 in the morning and I check through YouTube, check through comments, look to see if there's anything I need to do on my channel, look at some of the game news and see what might be coming out in the near future, and then I move to getting ready to go to work. I leave for work. It usually takes me between an hour to an hour and 40 minutes to drive to work. When I get to work, I'm there from about 9 a.m. until about after 6 p.m. And then it's another hour to an hour and a half drive home. So I get home about 7, let's say 7:30. That's a good day for me. This average is 7:30. So at 7:30 I get home. Try to get something to eat. If there's anything I need to do, I've got about a half hour to make sure that's done, and then I got to start making a video. My inspiration to make videos just was not there. Adding in the other aspects of this project that I was becoming involved with. Weekends were tied up, had no time, so that pretty much took up a lot of my effort and time. And the second thing is I started getting a lot of negative, God, it's humid in here, a lot of negative emails and such. And I don't usually listen to those. I don't care. I know I'm probably one of the not very popular YouTubers for a lot of reasons. But the people who do watch my channel, like yourself, I appreciate you guys, and I keep making them so you keep coming back. I don't have a problem with that. But a lot of people went out of their way to inform me exactly how bad I was. And even though I don't normally listen to those, in the middle of everything else that was going on, I just didn't really feel like making any videos. It's kind of hard when you're reading about how terrible someone thinks you are to go into a situation and try to be happy and positive about it. I do my best. I'd say for the last year I've done a pretty good job of it, but after a year of the negative and whatever, and some of the other things that are going to be told in the rest of this series that I'm going to do this week, pretty much going to say I just didn't feel up to doing it. So I'm going to make some changes. And the changes I'm going to make will be talked about tomorrow, I'm hoping. So we'll get those out and taken care of as to what I intend to do. But I'm going to try to simplify what I'm doing here. Because I've got, for those of you who don't know, I have 3 YouTube channels that I'm working on. And they're all suffering. None of them are getting the attention that they need. So there'll be some changes there. I'm still going to do the same thing. It's just, well, that's for tomorrow. Anyway, I'm back making videos. The other thing that happened that made it difficult was, excuse me, there's a lot of dust in here too. I bought a computer about 2 months ago, and I refrained from doing any kind of review or discussion of that because of some of the stuff that happened with it. And later this week, I'm hoping I'll make an episode where I detail more about that and more about what happened and actually talk about the company I bought it from. I didn't want to do that, but now I'm at the point where I realize that I've put more parts into the machine than they have, fixing what they did wrong. So I think it's fair. I think I can do that without sounding like it's a horrible thing, because people should be informed about this stuff. So we'll make a video later about the PC that I bought and why I bought it and what I was trying to accomplish and what it did accomplish and what it didn't accomplish. So hopefully this week you'll get a video on changes that are coming to the channel, the PC that I have, and a couple other things I want to talk about. But that PC actually lost the primary hard drive. Now, I have an array in that system that runs a series of drives that are set up for, well, basically they're the caliber drive you'd use in a heavy video surveillance system. Very heavy RAID drives, and one of them failed. And it took me about 3 weeks to get the manufacturer to do a RMA on it. Well, they finally did an RMA on it, and I should be getting another drive, but I have a temporary drive in there that is much, much slower than the primary drive, and that's only to keep the system running. So I get a lot of lag. My system's not up to the performance that it should be, because I've got this really slow, old, small drive in there, and I shouldn't have that. So that will be changed. They sent out the wrong drive to me in the RMA, so I have to actually wait for another drive to come. Hopefully this week sometime, maybe. I don't know. But, you know, you get an array of 4 terabyte drives, and you just tell them your 4 terabyte drive failed, and they send you a 2 or 3 terabyte drive back. I'm like, is this good? Is this what you were looking for? This makes you happy, doesn't it? But that doesn't make you happy. So that kind of put a bite on it. When the drive failed, and I had to recover all the data, and I had to shift it over and basically remap the array using a different drive, which wasn't a lot of fun because I had to copy everything to my old server and then copy it back after I recreated the array. And it takes the average amount of data that I carry on my drive. It takes about 3 days to copy it over the network, non-stop. So there was a couple of days for that, but then again, I was so busy it was automated and it didn't really matter. Anyway, the whole PC thing has kind of got me down, so working through that, but we'll get there. And I've got some other things planned, so we can talk about that, but I just really wanted to do, I wanted to do these videos this weekend, but I could not get my Logitech C920 to do anything this weekend. So I'm guessing I probably lost another USB port on top of that on the same PC. So we'll have to check on that. I don't want to suppose because I haven't had a chance to run diagnostics on it, but my laptop is okay for making videos. It's not great. Sound quality is not great, but it gets the job done. And I really just wanted to spend a few minutes and talk to you guys and say, hey, I'm back. I'm sorry I had to take time off. Think of it like my vacation. I'm going to ramp up to where things are back to normal, but there were a lot of people that I unfortunately just couldn't get back to in the last month, and that makes me really, really disappointed because, you know, you try to get the things done for the people that you're trying to get done, and other people are trying to get your attention, and unfortunately that's not the case because you have no more attention to give. So you're all in and everything else, and it makes, there's only 24 hours in a day, and I was trying to use 25. It's basically how it rolls out. So I kind of cut things back. I had to realize that you got to streamline your life to make your life fit in what your life can do instead of trying to make things happen. And things are still happening. But there'll be more videos this week. This is just an introduction and kind of a test to make sure my laptop can handle this. And it looks like it can. So I'm fair with that. The video quality is not great. The sound quality is not tremendous. But it'll pass. So that's it for this one. I'm going to call this series Let's Talk. So if you want to use the playlist, I'll start putting these little conversations that I do in with the tag Let's Talk. So they'll show up in there. So you can see them and review them if you miss a few. But I think talking to you guys might make things a little bit better. And hopefully this didn't come out too much like a Max Headroom video with all the stuttering and blah blah blah. Oh, and again, maybe that would be kind of cool. I was always a big fan of Max Headroom. So we'll see. And I'm at least going to do this week because there are some things I need to go over with you guys, for you guys, whatever. Questions I need to answer and whatnot. But if it continues beyond that, that remains to be seen. But for now, this is it for the first episode, and we'll see what you guys think. Just let me know. Drop your comments below. What's it gonna hurt? And I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.